This is where at the higher flows, meaning 5,000, 10,000, you know, you'd come through here and not be sure where the main channel is and get pushed through some really crazy stuff. So I'm glad I did not go below Oak prior to these floods for this exact reason. What we're seeing right now, which is just a lot of pin potential. Look at some of these jams that have formed on the right. Massive. Coming through here. Absolutely crazy. I mean, look at that. All those trees. Here is the confluence of Oak Creek. It's running about 150 right now. It was at 10,000 about 12 days ago. Here's the Alcantara Vineyard. So that wave train we just went through was the Class 3 Cherry Creek Rapid listed in Slingluff's book. You know, it's going to change at a lot of levels. I actually do remember that at really low levels, but you know, it's a real basic Class 2 going through that wave train there at this level. Now we got our first find. A lot of destruction in here, no doubt. Like a bunch of caution tape here. Not really sure what that's all for. So this is erosion protection, theoretically, from the old days here in Campo Verde. Put some old cars in there and help keep the dirt from eroding from the water, theoretically. All right, we have made it to Interstate 17, Arizona interstate that connects Phoenix up to Flagstaff. We'll take a break on the other side of the interstate overpass, and we should be about 11 miles in for the day now, which we covered here pretty quick. And until we really get to Phoenix, I feel this is the last of the man-made. I mean, I understand there's roads, and when we go through West Clear Creek and we get to Beasley, there's kiosks and so on and so forth. But as far as the presence of man on kind of a suburban urban level, I'm really excited to be past this bridge now. It just puts me into a sector that I feel is becoming the wilderness, as I'm looking forward to. And that's how we do it, boys and girls. I'm just taking a little rehab break here, just passed under the interstate. Pretty neat with all that artwork and graffiti kind of floating through the urban, a little bit surreal. We're approximately 78 miles, give or take a mile, from when we started. So about 125 to go. Alright, we are coming up on Black Bridge, also known as Middle Verde Road in Camp Verde. We'll be passing Beaver Creek. Dry and wet Beaver both come together over in Rimrock, and then it becomes Beaver Creek, and then that flows out of the left-hand side, river left, shortly ahead of us. So we'll take a look at that. We'll see Rosanico Park on the right, which is where we were measuring the log and all of that daily update as per that sign, per that log. So we're gonna go past there, see that on the right, kind of interesting. And there is our sign. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's way up on shore. That's where we were updating each day. So now I'm all the way down, maybe, I don't know, 15 feet lower. But yeah, you can see the sign up there, 2 orange flags marking the high water level. And here's the confluence of Beaver Creek. You can see the water much more clear. And this is just past the bridge. This is what impacted those homes that were up along this shore that we got footage of. But you can see the turbidity here mixing with this clear water right in front of us. So this is the confluence. We just picked up a little more water now, maybe a few hundred, and just kind of continue onward towards White Bridge. So don't run this, in my opinion, ever. Obviously there's a big tree and it looks like garbage, but there is still like debris and junk in there. It would be a phenomenal cool rapid. Again, there is a strainer there obviously, but my main concern is there's past stories over 20 years of rafts and stuff being torn open by hidden metal pieces and stuff down in there. This is right before the White Bridge. If someone has an update and runs it all the time and it's not having that problem, that's cool. Let me know in the comments or whatever you do. But it's not been a spot that is a favorite of mine, so I'm just looking for an easy way to go around it right now. So we're right in the heart of Camp Verde now. The historical Fort Verde is located here, and we'll talk a little bit about that at the end of the day. The U.S. Cavalry and the history of Fort Verde. This is White Bridge. I could walk to my home in a few minutes from this bridge right now. So I'm literally passing my house and entering my home stretch. I've probably run from here to Beasley about 1,500 times. So not too much mystery here. So 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I think I'll just go right to Beasley. I feel real comfortable with this next section, and it's kind of read and run right through. Probably can't take more than about 4 hours. So just kind of keep on going here. I was filming this scene, if you remember, over at White Bridge. I was up by that metal box on top of that concrete ramp, and I could have slid the board down that ramp directly into the river. And the river was going to the left and flowing over all of that land. Extra strainy in here right now. And then there was the horrendous log jam right here, so I don't know what's about to happen here. We're gonna find out. Oh, it blew it apart, sort of. All right. A little more grabby than what I had thought. Wow. So, these amazing homes that I've gone past for 20 years. Look at all those rocks along this river left. Those were not there. So, it's actually really pretty. But yeah, full-on rock bar has been deposited. Trees are down. Trees on the property are down. It looked like it never made it to the homes, but not too far out. Oh yeah, water did get into some of these homes. You can see a blue machine there. It's some sort of an air vac that's running. There's a huge hose going into the home right now. I mean, look how close it is. You assume they're engineered in ways where, like, you know, it's on the straightaway and maybe the energy pushes more river right, but by the sign of the big hair dryer drying the home. All right, we are coming up to the confluence of West Clear Creek. That's what's coming in right here. It has completely rearranged itself as far as where it's coming in. The whole entire structure of this upcoming rapid is such that I've never seen it. But really, really clear in comparison to the Verde River water here, as you can see. And this comes off the Mogollon Rim off to the east, so it really is just beautiful up there, this clear water. It's Beautiful. But 10,000 CFS, I believe, if not more. This pushed out at some point. Unbelievable. Always scout stuff like this before shooting it. I did. Here we are, Beasley Flat. So, if you count all of the being hung up on the hold because of the flood, it took 25 days to make it 66 miles, and then 1 day to make it 24. So that's nature. You know, I'm earning this beast. It's like waiting for an alpine window to take a summit, or doing a wall in Baffin Island and sitting around somewhere for weeks just to get your shot. So earned it. But yeah, it would be 12, 14, 23 miles. Yeah. So 23 miles today at Beasley Flat, and about a third of what we did in 25 days so far. All right. So this is the road into Beasley Flat that was flowing, and it now pretty much looks like a river. Yeah, it is. It's like a riverbed.